Welcome everyone joining on YouTube or Twitter. We'll start in 2 minutes. The tension, the excitement is building up. And don't forget, you can put any of your questions in the chat or the Q&A section, and I'll read them out as Mio takes a breath. Unless you like to have the questions at the very end, then we can do that as well, depending on the flow you prefer. And I'm talking to him. Let's see. Let's see, jump out for a second, but that's okay. Mio, whenever you're ready. As in, I'll start the intro and then... Okay, perfect.
Okay, sure.
All right, let's begin. Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's Supernova workshop. My name is Andrew, and I work at Dfinity as a developer relations engineer. Today's session is being recorded, and it will be available on Dfinity's YouTube channel later. Today, our guest is Mio Kispe, a full-stack developer at AstroX. AstroX is building products that provide an easy way to manage your internet identities and NNS wallets, basically giving the already incredible internet identity more superpowers. To tell you more about it and how our developers can use it, Mio, thank you for joining us. The stage is yours.
All right, thanks. Let me share my screen. Okay, so we're at the documentation site now. And yeah, the library is called Connect to IC. So what it does is makes it really easy to support all these different wallets and identity providers. And yeah, it just gives you like one unified API to work towards, so you don't need to care about all the details. And it supports React and Svelte and Vue actually. So if you check here, yeah, you can see I have a documentation for all of them. But for this demo, we're just going to be using React. So oops, one sec. Yeah, I already have like a demo app running here. So we can skip this step and just go straight to it. One sec. Okay. So yeah, this is just like freestyle dialog that you get out of the box. So we can use plug, for example.
This looks awesome.
Thanks. And yeah, you can see it works. Nothing special. But yeah, as I said, this is just like the freestyle dialog, but you can also customize it if you want. So I have an example here. It's an NFT marketplace called Yumi.io. And they're using this library actually. So we can check out their dialog. Yeah, as you can see, completely different. And they even have a cool loader here. So that's awesome. Anyways, just to show you that it's possible to customize it however you want.
It's basically a similar login flow as you have the login with Facebook or Google or Apple ID, except you have an API that connects all of them and you don't have to select each of them separately when you create your app.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
Yeah, so all these like providers, they have different APIs and like you need to go read all their docs, and so it's a lot of work. So we try to like, yeah, take care of that.
Yeah, this is incredibly useful.
Yeah. All right, so how would we integrate this? We can check out the code now. So, okay. So as I said, we have two packages, Core and React. So first of all, we just import the default providers from Core. So this is just an array of like internet identity, plug, etc. And you can also like pass in your own, so you're not locked in to our choices here. But anyways, let's just use these. And then we get a connect button, as you saw, and dialog. And they're just components that we place in our app. And we also have a connect to IC provider. So if we scroll down here, we're basically just wrapping the whole app with this and passing in the default providers.
And the default providers is not a list or array of strings, but rather an object.
Yeah, exactly. So they're just basically classes that you've instantiated, and yeah, we have an API for that as well, but I think it's a bit out of the scope for this talk. But yeah, it's possible basically. You can also, if you want, you can pass in canisters. So with I have like a counter. It's just basically what DFX has generated. So we're just importing that and we're passing it in. But like this is optional. You don't have to do it. But we're gonna use it in one of the examples here. So yeah, let's use it. Yeah, and like this is everything you need like to get this whole flow working. But like probably next step, you would we have a hook called use connect. Oh, and by the way, like this all looks the same for Svelte and Vue, like almost identical. So yeah, don't worry. And okay, this gives us some useful things like is connected, like a Boolean. We have the principal, and we even get the active provider. Yeah, we can call all the methods of the provider like straight if you want, so you're not locked in. Yeah, and also we have there's some handlers here on connect. We have on disconnect also. Sorry. Yeah, like that. So this is like basic usage.
So you could basically trigger animations on or front end changes on the on connect and on disconnect hooks, right? Or how would you use it in? Yeah.
If you want, or you can use the booleans also. So this is reactive; it changes. Yeah, we have other ones: is idle, etc.
Nice. Yep.
Okay. We can check out the Dialog implementation also. If we want to make our own, we probably want to customize it. So I have it open here. Okay, so basically you can ignore like half this is just accessibility for the Dialog. But the most important thing is the use providers hook. So basically we get a list of all the providers, and we scroll down here, we just map over them. So we get the provider ID, provider name, we even get the icons here. And we need to, like when we click the button, we need to pass in the provider ID to connect function, which we're getting from use connect also. So yeah, I'm just showing you like some of the basics here, but we don't need to get into this too much. Sorry. Okay, so I have some more examples here. Yeah, this is just like it's just a counter that lives in a canister. Yeah, let's see how we would use it. Okay, so we have a use canister hook, and we pass in the name of the canister basically, and it's exactly what we passed in here. And yeah, then we get the canister, and we can just call its methods like normally. So nothing fancy here. But the difference here is that, like, when you sign in with the provider, then like all the calls to the canister will be they'll be like made with your wallet or internet identity or whatever.
So the principle that is used in your authentication method, like the plug or stoic, that would be signing the messages to the IC.
Yes, exactly. So this takes care of all the hairy details basically. Just use canister and that's it. Also, you can do it like this. If you don't want to use like a signed in identity, like plug or whatever, then this forces it to always be the non-signed in identity. But
does this mean that even if I'm logged in with plug, I can sign my messages with the anonymous principle?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah, okay. We can check out the next example. So we're just giving our wallet address and our assets from plug. Okay, so we have a use wallet hook, first of all. And we're just using that to gate access to the example. Yeah, otherwise we're showing this. Yeah, if you're signed in with internet identity, also this won't be true because it's not a wallet. So yeah, takes care of that also. Yeah, we're just showing the principle here, and then we have the use balance hook, which gives us our assets. And we're just mapping over them and showing the name and amount, etc. So yeah, it's a pretty simple one. Can check out the last one also. So this is just a transfer, basically.
Would the transfers work differently with stoic or plug?
Stoic doesn't actually support transfers, I think, or if they do, I haven't found it. Okay. So it's not like classified as a wallet right now, actually. But yeah, it would work the same for all the wallets. Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna show you again. Use wallet here, and then we have the use transfer hook. So we're passing in the address we're gonna send it to and the amount, and we get back a function which we just call on click. And yeah, that's it basically. So yeah, those are that's a bit of a quick walkthrough of the library. There's more stuff, of course.
Before you go on, I think let me go ahead and ask the question that will be asked later anyways. That is, okay. Is this code available somewhere?
Yeah, of course. So this is the documentation page. I will paste it to the chat. One sec. And yeah, there's a repository also here. You can check it out.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, you can also, we have a Discord that you can join, so you can just go there straight and ask us questions if you want. Oh, yeah, one more thing. So yeah, I work at AstroX, and we're hiring. So if you want to work on self-sovereign identity, then like, yeah, feel free to get in touch with us in any way you want. You can join our Discord or whatever. So yeah, I think that's it for me. Thank you for coming.
Awesome. Nice and short, very dense and productive workshop. Is there any questions in the chat? Anything that Mio can answer you about Connect to IC or just AstroX in general? You can drop in CVs to the chat. No? Ah, yes, I missed one. Yeah. If or when this solution is deployed by dapps, is there a way its presence can be displayed to the end user? I'm guessing the code will be assessed, pen test, etc., by security experts, and therefore the confirmation of its presence in dapps could give confidence to no code end users.
I would say the security like is a bit more on the side of the wallets, because I'm just using their like public APIs. There's nothing really I can like do there to make it more insecure. Not really sure about the rest of the question. Do you understand it?
Maybe, yeah. I guess, yeah. You answered it well. That okay. I think
okay.
Nick got the answer as well. Awesome. Anyone else with some questions? Any more questions, Nick, that you might have?
Yeah, feel free to ask any question. It doesn't matter how dumb it is or whatever, you know.
And otherwise, if we don't have any more questions, we can wrap up early and give back people some time and let Mio do their actual work. So, all right. Thank you everyone for joining. Thank you very much, Mio, for the quick and productive workshop. And yeah, everyone check out the Connect to IC and implement it in your dapp. Okay. Thanks again, Mio. Cheers.
Thank you. Bye.